Hello. Hi, greetings. Greetings, everyone. How are we today? It is Saturday. My goodness, it is Saturday because we skipped stream yesterday because I wasn't able to come on and hang out. But hello, 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 hello. Hello, Cedra Honnett, Dillian, Obi Shaker, also sliding on in. Hello. How are we doing today? How is everyone? My goodness, it has been a time. It has been a lot's been happening, a lot's been going on. But today, I guess technically yesterday, yesterday we launched our first unofficial challenge. Yippee! And yeah, that's really exciting. That's a first for me. And I'm realizing as I'm saying a lot of this, I have some bots I think I need to take off of a timer. Because oh no. Timer. Yeah, because we're not doing this no more. Perfect. And maybe if we add our unofficial challenge. Ooh, but yes, doing good. How are you? Ooh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing really well. I'm mostly alright, even though I've been sick for a month. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm currently working on a map commission for an author. Ooh, that's exciting. That's awesome. I love authors that have maps in their books and their creations. So, wahoo. It's always my favorite thing. So you're doing a fantastic service to their readers. Let's see. We need this. Okay, so we're gonna make this. Craft some creatures with us during the month of March. That is that is the current month, yes. Alright, fantastic. Timers. There we go. Fantastic. So now, okay. Now we have a little command. There we go. Crafting creatures. There we go. Craft some creatures with us during the month of March. So let's have a little peep, shall we? Bois. I don't have a bois on this channel, unfortunately. Maybe I should get one. I should have like an intro. My goodness. Look, there it is. There she is. I'm so happy with this. It's fine, I've won for both of us. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, but my goodness, man, I was sweating so hard yesterday getting this ready for like actually releasing the page. Making the header was like, I was sweating. I was like, oh, I'm so ready to launch this page, but wait, I don't have a custom header for it. Oh no. And so I just had to edit this in this like the style of the world logo. Might have an idea for this. Ooh. I'm excited. I've been telling a lot of people about this challenge and what we're going to do, and people are like, oh, I have ideas for this. I want to do this. I can't wait for this challenge. I'm like, stop. You're being so nice to me. But yes, our challenge. I don't know. It's my first time running an unofficial challenge, and so I'm excited. Like, I'm doing so many new things. New world, new challenge. Yes, crafting creatures 2024. I hope to run this annually if it goes well. I'm just saying. We'll just see if it goes well. In relation to Stormville's March architecture, thinking of graveyard cats. Ooh, for the mistresses in the kingdom of Wraitha. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I love the idea of people combining this with other unofficial challenges. Like, if you can combine this with someone else's challenge, like, absolutely. Hell yeah, go for it. Oh, World Anvil, hello! Hello, hi everyone. How are we? Mochi! Mochi, hello, how are you? You were ahead. Oh, it's okay. It's okay to be excited and come in early. Hi, Raiders. Hi, Raiders. How are we doing? We're talking unofficial challenges today, as we were talking just a moment ago. My goodness. Yes, light up the forge, everyone. Hello. Welcome, welcome. We are talking about my unofficial challenge, actually, specifically right now, and that is crafting creatures. Crafting Creatures 2024. Hello, everyone. Hi, Tillers. Hi, Basic Dragon. Hi, TL Cassis and Blue Fairy. Hello. Hello, welcome, everyone. Joella K. Hello. Be back in a few. Yeah, you go put those clothes in the dryer. That's really important, and I need to do that soon, too. But yeah, how are we feeling about unofficial challenges, everyone? Do you guys have a favorite challenge? Do you have one that you want to do right now? Is it perhaps my challenge? Is Crafting Creatures 2024? In fact, there's a link right there if you want to go check it out. But yes, we finished putting together this page yesterday. It went live yesterday. I'm so excited for yours. Oh, yay. One of 3, actually. Oh, hell yes. But here we are. In fact, we are kicking off a new world launch with a lighthearted challenge about crafty critters and the wonders they create. And that's exactly what this is. I have a brand new world, and it's filled with crafty critters, crafting creatures. And I think Dillian asked earlier in the chat, are the creatures crafting or are we crafting creatures? And it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both, actually. Or will people craft creatures or will creatures craft? Yes, we are going to be the people who craft creatures who craft. Yes, nature is a realm of artists, great and small, but so often overlooked and overshadowed by sophantic creations. That's us. Seek out the crafty creatures of your world and show us all their splendor. So yes, introducing a new world with a challenge. A warm welcome, my friends, to the world of Ayun Sovos. This is a land of crafty creatures of all kinds, from renowned avian artisans to fledgling ursine apprentices, and many more. Not to mention the brave adventurers who help supply them with the reagents they need. The adventurers can have their spotlight another time. For now, I want to kick off the birth of this new world with a challenge that hones in on the crafters of the world. Scratch that, the crafters of your worlds. So yes, this is going to be a challenge that runs from yesterday to the end of this month. And I say we'll have the official cutoff for entries be midnight April 1st, but I'm not that organized. I will be asleep at that time. Whenever I wake up in the morning that day, probably after work. Honestly, we're gonna be really loose about it. Sometime on April 1st, it's gonna be over. And it's probably going to be after work that day. Assuming, oh man, I don't even know how time works. When is April 1st? It's a Monday. Yeah, I'll be at work that day. Creatures, that includes your people too. Ideally, this would not include the people of your world. So the creatures in question would not be people. Although, in the context of my world personally, they are creature folk. But I'm looking for animals. I'm looking for little critters and creatures. The non-sophantic people of your the non-sophantic creatures of your world. My goodness, non-sophantic people. How would that work? Isn't that like the whole point? Anyway. But yes, here we go. What are we making? Create content that describes or depicts the crafty creatures of your world. My goal is to add some delight to your world building by thinking about nature's little artisans in your setting. I want to know about the creatures of your world who love to create. I'll provide some prompts and real-world examples to get the ideas flowing, but I welcome you to run free with the topic. What's most important is that the crafters in question are creatures rather than the people of your world. So there's that answer. But focus on the creatures themselves or the things they make. You don't need to write a species article if you don't want to. You can instead focus on what your creatures create, whether it's an object, location, or any other thing creatures can make. The objective is to come out of your submission knowing about 2 things: a crafty creature in your world, and what that creature is known for creating. So, even if you don't write about, if you don't make an article about the creature itself, the article that you do make should mention this creature, should talk about what they are and what they make. So there we go. We should know what we're working with here. And it's really how it goes. But yeah, we got some prompts in here. And I think Rin was the one saying, I was just clicking on the little prompts thing. Woo. Forest Hammer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate
I'm an
you.
early bird, and I'm a night owl.
Oh, Nino,
So
hello, hello, hello.
And I have worms.
Congratulations on your worms. You're the first one to hit the button today. Yes, I'll ask a couple questions to get the ball rolling on ideas. So, what is something adored for its aesthetic qualities that is crafted by a creature in your world? My example here is spiderwebs, looking so pretty in the morning dew. What is considered a culinary treasure that is created by a creature in your world? So, something like honey, but not caviar. They don't make that. You, like, harvest it from them. Thank you for contributing to the totem. It doesn't do anything when I'm not playing Cult of the Lamb, unfortunately. But the cult appreciates your contributions.
Refresh yourselves.
Sippy, I was wondering how long it would take for those to roll in. Oh, can't stay tonight? Wanted to give a hello? Oh, hello. Hello, welcome.
Refresh
Thank you for lurking.
yourselves.
Thank you for the sippy for the road. And yes, onward. Which creature in your world is best known for creating and using interesting tools in the wild? So, creating and using interesting tools. Cedra Haunted, you were asking about traps? Like, absolutely. If they make traps, that would count. That would count as them creating and crafting things. Which creatures' homes have inspired humanoid architecture in your world? And there's a little nod to Stormbrill's challenge. Cause like I feel like architecture in our world does take some inspirations from, you know, real life creatures in our world, particularly insects. I'm thinking bees, beehives, you know, things like that. Beehives and beaver dams, oh my. And which creature in your world is known for creating art without humanoid involvement? So do you have creatures in your world who just really love decorating or painting or any other thing? And they just do this without humanoid intervention? Because I'm sure we've all heard of animals like painting at zoos. Like they don't do that naturally. But maybe in your world they do. So that's fun. That's a little fun thing to explore. And a last one. Who in your world creates art by collaborating with a crafty creature? And ideally, this creature would still be crafty even without the person around, of course. But this is your opportunity to make, like, a character. Like, you know, maybe this character is like, oh, I love this creature, it makes cool stuff, I want to make cool stuff with this thing. And there you go. And some little real-world examples. I wanted to scrounge up some more, but I guess I didn't have time to scrounge up more examples. But there is a spider in the Peruvian Amazon that makes dummies of itself on its web to fool predators, to drive them away. And I think that's pretty sick. But also, if you're looking for something scandalous, if you want to think about laws and regulations in your world, if that's something you want to focus on with this, the monkey selfie dispute is always a very fascinating case to read into. Where if a creature in your world creates something, even if they use a human's or like a person's equipment, who owns the rights to that creation, to that image, to that whatever it is that they made? Because they ruled that a monkey taking a selfie owns its own selfie. It owns that that photograph. It is, or I guess, I don't think the monkey owns it. However, it is public domain, as I understand it. So that's pretty interesting. And just some questions here. FAQ, if you have more questions about this, you can absolutely ask them, but is there a word count requirement? No. No. There's no minimum, no maximum. I will read through even the lengthiest of work, so don't worry if the creative spirit whisks you away. You can also submit artwork if you wish. So you can write an article, you can make some art, you can make a map. Like I don't care what you make as long as it's inspired by this. Do we need to use a species template? Also no. Use any template you desire. Again, this isn't solely a species challenge if you don't want it to be. Subject simply revolves around one. Can we submit our entries to other challenges? Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, here's a few of the challenges I think would make for great crossovers. We've got Stormbrill's March Texture, E-Belt's Riddle Me This, and Sunny Bird Boy's Magic March. In fact, let me, oh my god. Let me send these over to you guys right now. Here's Stormbrill's challenge. I think that would be like the best compatibility if you want to make buildings and things. Man, architecture's a really cool subject. So we got Riddle Me This. Also, Magic March, team up episode, heck yeah. The team up may not be official, but it does work really well. My brain is whirring away with this challenge. Ooh. Mochi, I'm so excited to see what creatures you create for this. What creatures you craft. Sorry, we have to stay on brand. And so, do we need to make a brand new article? Yes. Unless you are welcome to polish and submit an existing article if it's from your world, if it's a submission to Crispy O's Spring Improvement unofficial challenge. And so there's our little incentive. If you want to submit something that already exists, go improve it. Go make it something wonderful. So there we go. And final one. Can we use AI art? Short answer is yes. Long answer. AI cannot be submitted as artwork entries on their own. They can be added to written content for decoration if that is something you desire. Please note that as an artist, I am biased. Human-made artwork and creative layouts will always score higher than AI images by default. Just a little disclaimer there. If you have AI images in your article, I will basically just kind of read your article like they're not there. So, like, it won't be a negative against you. It'll just be like, you know, they're just kind of there. They're just decoration. But if you make yourself some art, I don't care if it's a scribble on a piece of paper. I love that shit. That's delicious to me. But alright, the people like prizes. The people like stuff. And I hear you like badges. I hear you love badges. The badges don't exist yet. However, during today's stream, I hope to change that. That's why this stream today is marked as an art stream. This is just a very long intro. It's just a very long intro to my art stream. Badges! Indeed, indeed. That's a lovely badge there in the article. I know. It's a bit of a mystery. There we go. This is actually the Riddle Me This badge. The question mark. No, it's just it's my little placeholder. I whipped that up the other day. Yes, all participants in this challenge can add this shiny badge, to be determined, to their personal hoard. But one winner, or more, if I have time and I'm a living person in the month of April, or more, will get to claim the even shinier version for their win. And so, all participants can have their entries read on stream in April, once the entries are closed. This will be opt-in, so let me know if you want me to do this. When you leave your entries in the comments below, you let me know. Do you want your article to be read on stream? I will not read it if you do not say yes. And if you're kind of just not interested in like being judged, if you don't want to be in the judging process, if you don't want to be like considered for like winning, you can also tell me, do not judge this. I just made it because I like it. But I still encourage you to share because, you know, it's fun, right? But welcome to Ivera. Become part of the story of Ion Sovos. The winner of this challenge will inspire a brand new character that our fledgling adventurer Ebby will meet once she reaches the town of Ivera on the path to adventure. And so this inspiration can come from a creature in the winning article itself, or the winner may instead choose your favorite animal to inspire the NPC instead. So that is up to you. And so the path to adventure, for those who have not seen it, is my little prose series that I've started. Is my very first article in this world. And this is it was actually my submission to Duckuary last month. I got it in on like the final day, so it was like not even a contender. It was just there. It was just part of the creative spirit. But yes, there's just that little disclaimer. Not interested in the prize? Yeah, I know the spotlight's not for anyone, not for everyone. It's for some people. You can always opt out of the judging process if that is what you desire. And if you post about your entries on the community stream, use the hashtag craftingcreatures so people can search for them. Love the artwork on your duck article. Thank you. I made it last weekend, I think, on stream. There we go. Quest received. Crafting Creatures 2024. Write about a crafty creature in your world. Leave your entry in the comments below. And I'm playing with this format. Bird time. Hi all, how are you? But yeah, I'm playing with this format for like little like quest pop-ups, quest dialogues. And so you'll see, let me open this. You see at the end of this story, you have this like quest complete, little adventure complete dialogue box. And it shows you like, you know, what quest you did and the rewards that you received. And I'm trying to keep that going. Like the style and cleanliness of that new world. Thank you so much. I love me a good like clean design, you know? Like I really love like the super busy ones too and like the super designed ones. But that's not me, you know? I'm not that kind of person. I like to keep things really clean and really kind of simple in the grand scheme of things. But gosh, I will indulge in so many super complicated worlds. Like it's so cool. My brain just doesn't work that way. Your CSS is always amazing. Thank you. But yeah, so we have quest received, the requirements. Create a new article or improve an old one. Write about or draw your crafty creature of choice. Optional. Opt in to have your work read on stream. Optional. Opt out to remove your submission from judging. And rewards. For participants, shiny badge, stream spotlights. And for winner, shinier badge, and custom character. And yes, current entries, none yet. Will you be the first to tackle this quest? And yes, so if you want to submit something, you just toss it down here into the comments. And again, if you want it to be read on stream in April after the challenge is over, you say, yes, read my article on stream. And if you don't want to be part of the judging, say, hi, I'm just doing this for fun. Please do not judge this article. And those are both okay and absolutely wonderful. But by default, if you don't mention either of those things, I will say, okay, your submission is for judging, but not for reading on stream. I'll read it, just not out loud to an audience. And that's all you really need to know. So this looks like a pastry. I just want to shove my face in. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I want to give you a good time, so yes to both, but I will comment accordingly. Hell yeah. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are like, I don't know, I wanna respect people's, I don't know what the word is. I want to respect people. And I know that some people don't want their work to just kind of be presented to an audience out of nowhere. So, you know, if you want it to be read on stream, you just say so, and I'll do it. But alright. Art time. Art time. Let's make sure this is actually... Ooh. There she is. Badge coming soon. Indeed she is. Is it gonna be one article to submit for this? Yes? Yes. You just make your one article, and you submit that. And that's good. Oh goodness, that evil face is telling me that something incredible is about to happen. And where is my pen? My goodness. Okay, there it is. Haha. Pen secured. We'll put it on its little stand here. Let's just see. I have a lot of stuff in here. Let's see, look, here's actually the 7 tomes badge. Surprise. Alright, we're gonna figure out this badge. I have a design for it already, like, in mind. We just have to design it out, that's all it is. We just have to figure out exactly how we want to bring this to life. And so let me just go grab my reference real quick. By reference, I mean photo of my sketchbook. Am I playing to the judge by making an owl species? Maybe. Yes, but mostly because I'm also playing to my own preference. Listen, I'm not saying that's the way to my heart, but it kinda is. But no, everyone has a fair chance. I will not play species favoritism. Sorry for the awkward pause. I'm trying to calibrate my brain so I can actually focus on all these Discord channels. That is where this image is hidden. Let me just grab this tab open so it doesn't blind me when I open this white image. Ooh. I have such a hard time resizing windows these days. All right. So I have my image ready and look-at-able. It's very simple in theory. Because we have, okay, so I have the design figured out. I just need to make it look shiny and fancy. That's all it is. We could just, grab a size of brush that seems appropriate. Might be a little bit too large, but that's fine. And so, you know, actually I need to, if I could just grab the hammer from the logo. I could just do that real quick. Hello? Everything's being weird. There we go. Windows Explorer just didn't want to load properly for a second. I shouldn't have rasterized that quite yet. So I'm just gonna be stealing this hammer here. It's part of the design. It's really fancy, thank you. I'm very thrilled with how my little world logo came out. So we have this little hammer here. Yes, yes, indeed. Oops. And I know, I could have just... Oh, that's not solid. I could have just redrawn it by hand, but like, where's the fun in that? The New World sounds so delightful. Ah, thank you. I'm so excited about it. Yes, cozy cottage house. Yes, I remember I was talking about like my concept for this world forever ago. Okay, and I don't know. People ask me like, what kind of theme do you think this world would have? And I rattled off like a bunch of words, like word salad basically. I was like, I don't know, I want to have like a cozy craft core, cottage core, soft vibes. And this is like, it's basically where I've ended up. I don't know, let me see if I can actually find that message. So I can just read it off exactly. I don't think cottages are mentioned that much in this server. Maybe? Theoretically, possibly. Ooh. Okay, so maybe I didn't mention cottagecore, but I did say wholesome craftcore, sword and sorcery adventure world. So there we go. How does one image borders? I mean, not just CSS, but I saw borders with the decorations in the corners and some other examples. Oh, it's actually not that It's a little complicated, but it's not that complicated. Um, you gotta play with the befores and afters. Those fun little widgets. But yeah, basically, like the selector that I use for that. So like it's on my block quote, so I just have like a user CSS block quote, like double colon before, and I use that for the like the top corner. But the thing that I found out about these is that for the positioning on these to work, you have to set the actual panel that you're targeting to position relative, or else it just gets wild. It just gets weird. Oh, you're close to 500 followers? Oh my god, I know. I don't know how to react to that. Like how did I get here? Still need to try that CSS you gave me? Heck yes. I want to see what you do with it. I want to see what you do with it. Also, Twitch has given me a little heart attack because I just tabbed back into my stream manager and it's like, stream offline. Like, no. No, it's not. I don't think so. But anyway, now that we're back here, we'll work with this in a second. I just wanted to have that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna draw in our theory. Not theory. Concept. That's the word. It's not really how this goes, but okay. So, you know, we got a little, you know, it's quite the wing, but we got like, you know, hammer. Wahoo. Yippee! It looks a little bit more like I kind of just like drew a dick on the screen, but that's, you know, that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. So there's our working concept. Ain't she beautiful? What if I just submitted this? Like, here we go. That's the badge. There it is. We can end stream. We can go home now. I think I salvaged it a little. I think it looks more like the hammer now. Okay, so if we just flip this, yeah, we can just do one of these, and then we can draw the wing around that. So we just need to refine that wing shape. For someone who loves birds, I really suck at drawing birds. Evan, hi, thank you for the follow. How are you? Welcome on in. Yeah, I need to learn how to draw wings. And I think I did a pretty good job with the duck I drew. Evan, how are you? What's up? How's it going? But yeah, oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Anyone who was here for that stream last week knows that I struggled with that bird. I had to redraw that wing like 6 times. Let me just, I'll just summon it to the screen real quick. Like, there she is. Or I guess there they are. We love a good non-binary duck in this house. But yeah, I don't know. I think the wings came out really nice, but I definitely struggled for for a minute. Just getting those to look like good. Like I just had to, I don't know, cause I just really don't draw animals that much. Will this wing hold the hammer? Absolutely. Yeah, we're going with the physics in this world, like the logic in this world is definitely going to be like Powerpuff Girls physics, where they'll just like hold things up with their nubs and it's like normal. So it's like cartoon physics, cartoon logic. Like they don't need fingers to like hold something. They just kind of hold it like this. Ignore this hand right here. It's just like, you know, they just hold. Look like they have cheeks on the beak. Yeah, that's I did my best. I've handled the wing hands method for many a year now, despite wings probably being awful for holding much of anything. Yeah, like it's probably not a good time for anyone involved. But he who. All right, we gotta make this happen. Maybe I should No, I'll just make this the correct color, and then we'll just remove we'll remove beautiful our beautiful sketched out hammer. I feel like I should just upload this as like a placeholder. It's like the placeholder for those who know. Yeah, we'll just redraw the whole thing. Or I don't know, we could just do like the cool artist strategy and actually just duplicate the layer. We have the technology. Bam. And now that's what she looks like. Bam. And so this is like, I love it. No, it's, yeah, like this is it. This is it. That's all we need to do. So we don't need to worry. Don't need to worry about physics, anatomy, or quality of artwork. But alright. How do I actually want to do this? Do I want it to look like a real, proper birdwing? Or do I want to just mess around with it? I'll just quietly look up some references while no one's looking. Desdemona Rose, how are ya? Welcome. You know what? All of that was for naught because we're deleting the layer anyway and we're starting over. I don't know. So it's a little rounder. It's fine. We're at that stage of every drawing where I'm like unsure of how I want to. Sorry, I had a moment where I was like, why did this go over? But it's not masked. So my brain just like dude, outstretched wing from the bottom like a hand reaching up. True. I feel like I just don't need to think about this so much. I'm thinking too many thoughts when really it should just like don't mind me and my jittery hands. We'll fix it in post. That's all that matters. The smoothing is on, but I'm just extremely unsmooth. No think, just draw. See, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. No, it's just I'm really good at this whole art thing, and so that's what we need to remember. That's what I need to remember. I need to activate my superpowers. My superpowers of art creation. An absolute icon in the art world. Oh, hell yeah. Rivellon. You know we're gonna have a good time when this song comes on. I don't know, I'm like jamming out like some kind of hard bass. But no, I'm just so amped up about divinity music. Listen, if your friends won't throw it back for the Divinity Original Sin 2 soundtrack, that ain't it. I'm thinking DOS 2, nothing but bangers. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's like so good. And like Baldur's Gate 3, also bangers, but I don't think anything tops this soundtrack. That's just my humble opinion. Borislav went nuts with these. Absolutely nuts. Oh my god, why? Oh, why is this looking so weirdly jittery? That shouldn't be like that. I think it's okay, it's like dragging along the guides. I need to just get rid of those. I don't even know why I have those. Oh, snap. No, don't snap. There we go. That was my entire problem. I thought it was my hands being fucky, but no, I just had guide snaps for some reason on my brush. Hello? Battle music. Ugh, I know. I know. Battle music in Divinity is just chef's kiss. Amazing. Amazing. Every game should have battle music like that. In fact, can we just like... We gotta get this one going. We'll turn this one up a little. You can't tell me. There we go. You can't tell me that you hear this like start up in a battle and you're not just like amped. I love this. And it gets funkier too. You just wait. Just it's so good. I love this song. All the little chimes, leitmotifs, oh, so good. And the vocals? I don't know, I love the song. Oh, and that twang, ooh. Oh, she's beautiful. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, everyone. I'm just gonna sculpt this out. It's like the least efficient way I can do this, but that's fine. Anyway, I love that song. I'll just turn it back down a little. Yeah, down to one of the more relaxing songs. Doing your tax return? Oh, hell yeah. I did that. It wasn't fun. Being an artist and doing your taxes is like the worst feeling in the world. And it's like, oh yes, I have to pay so much money. I have to pay so many dollars. They just take it from you, man. Yeah. Oh, I like the Prince of Persia soundtrack. I hear that one's also phenomenal. I haven't listened to it, but I hear it's really good. No, I think I kind of popped off with that little zoop zoop there. Not gonna lie to you. I think that just pulled the whole deal together. I want these to be rounded. I'm like not getting the pixel that I'm trying to contact. In fact, it's just being really difficult for some reason. There we go. Eating lunch, that I can do. Oh, hell yeah. I desperately require lunch. I really need to go do that. Just make this a little narrower. Yeah, so I kind of just I want this badge to have a I wanted to keep that super simple vibe that I have going on with like the rest of the world. So I don't want to over design this, you know what I mean? Like we could keep some of the motifs from the containers that I have. Have that sort of stylistic thing going on. Let's see. A duck with a hammer, armed birds. He's only armed with tools of the trade, not weapons. Although, you never know. You never know when the ducks will strike. Also, who's to say that this is even a duck? The holy hammer. I like. What is this? Oh, those are the blocks. Yes, yes. Oh, no, stop. Stop opening weird menus. I just want to grab you and drag you down this way. So it'll look better once I actually put some real life colors on here. Hold on. I didn't even grab the right thing. Don't mind me. Just goofing and gaffing. That's all we do around here. I don't think the second line's needed. We're just gonna keep it really simple. I like the way that this looks. Don't look like that. Please do not look like that. So if we do a good like silver color, I think that's a pretty good one. I don't know, I'm cooking here. I'm just getting some ideas down, seeing what sticks. Wondering if this looks better this way. tilted in different directions, you know? Maybe... Oh no, I kind of like that. Oop. Thing. Oh, Havoc! Hello, hello, hello. How do you do? Let me undo that real quick, because I think I kind of goofed that a little bit. Okay, I see what the issue is. What I colored in there wasn't a gap, but rather just a weird tangent. Ooh, doing recovery today. Ooh, I'm doing pretty well. I'm trying to art. Trying. And I'm just trying to figure out what I like more. I don't know, I like the upward grab. That just makes me feel better design-wise. So if we... I think that's like the best angle. But I don't want the wing to clip up here. That's my thing right now. Like, I just want to avoid too many overlaps. I don't know, if I just make it smaller. Then it just doesn't feel quite as impactful. I'm looking over to my smaller screen so I can like squint at it. That's like the ultimate artist technique is just squinting at your artwork. What if I just like make it super big? No, because that doesn't work either. Then it just makes it look a little too goofy, a little too busy. Kind of goofing myself with some of these tangents here. Ooh, ooh. No, whatever I had here looked better. Not gonna lie. Eh, Oh, I can just like go through all the steps that I took. Where did this start? Where were we? This is where we started. Okay. So we just kind of did one of these. Yeah, I definitely think the hammer should be more the focus like this. So I am pretty content with that. It's just that little hint. Or should the hammer come down to the scoops like the feathers or fingers? Maybe. Maybe. We're not really going for like realism, but I guess I can't be too opposed to a hint of it. Okay, if we do this, that was like my original plan, and I think that works just fine. Yeah. I'm a fan, and I'm wondering, like, do I want this to be visible down here? Like the hammer bigger like you had it before. I actually didn't change the size of it. Like, I don't think I ever made the hammer larger. I just kind of rotated it so it's more in. I made the wing bigger. Yeah. I guess I like this is kind of where we started. Oh, I think I made the wings smaller actually from the beginning. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We could make it smaller still. Hold on, look, I'm gonna do that before the eraser. um. Hmm. Rotated it. Hmm. Don't know about that one. Hold on to that for now. Oh, pretty, ooh, this I don't like. So we're just gonna have to nudge something in some direction. I have that artist eye. I just kind of see things. Do this. Oh, do we want it to be more like that, or do we want it to be more like this? Just where we want the grip to be. If we try something kind of like that. Then the wing's a little bit too big. You're doing better without me. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. Whether I'm doing better or not, either way, I'm still just like trying to use all of my brain power to decide what I want to do. Hmm. She is pretty cute this way. I think I like it. And pardon me, my friends. Enjoy my chair for just a moment while I grab a tissue. Hello, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed my chair. And the little, I don't know if you can really see them, but the owl eyes looking at you from the top. Praise be to the mighty chair. I mean, hi everyone. How are we? I hope you weren't conspiring or anything without me here. That would be silly. Why would you do that, right? save this before something silly happens. I think this design right now pretty good. I think it's pretty good right now. We just need to fancy her up. Okay, so we have merge these. So I have my little blocks in the background. I don't know how visible they are in stream. They're like very subtle, but like if I draw over them right now, they become very apparent. And that's kind of the it's kind of like the visual motif of my world. That I adore. I'm really glad that I was able to just kind of put that together. It was actually kind of on a whim that I just made that happen. So indeed we do. We just, oh god, that's not the right thing. There we go. So we just have this like blocky texture for my backgrounds, for my everything. It's behind all of my containers, everything like that. So as we shine this badge, there'll be these little details to gleam, to shade, to do so much with. But yeah, okay, so oh, let's turn this into a badge. Let's make her shiny, right? We promised participants a shiny badge. So we need to make it shiny. Ooh, it's a little heavy on the dark. Oh, I need to not do this with my mouse. That's like the entire issue right now. Ooh, look at her. She's already looking a little dimensional. Can make a magpie. Ooh. I already love it. That's kind of what's going on for now. Let me just kind of bring these back to being a little subtle here. So just some starting dimension. Group this all together. Got a little ahead of myself there. I don't know what I'm doing with that entire group quite yet. Let's go above like everything. No, I don't think so. We're gonna shade the silver parts differently. And that needs to be under the wing. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna have a lot of layers. That's all it is. You know? We'll mask that off. I was hoping I could just like add. I need to learn to use my masking tools a little better. I'm cooking. do that. There we go. Now we do this, we take that. I just want to make sure that this mask is correct. Beautiful. So we have a mask for just that. Delicious, delicious. So we can have some fun silver effects. We'll make it like properly shaded in a minute. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm like, ooh, I want to make this shiny. I want to make it cool. But we're not there yet. We're simply not there yet. Like again, I keep just like drawing things with my mouse. Whoops. Huzzah, okay, okay. If I want it to be properly silver, it needs to be darker around the edges. So I don't know. If you've ever just looked at silver and the way that it shines, it's like it's just super, super dark gray, and then it's just like bam, brightness. So I just need to harness that to the best of my ability. This isn't supposed to be like a dimensional. Why is metal so difficult to color? It is difficult to color. It's wild. It's wacky. There's like, I don't know, like the values are weird. You have to understand how like things reflect. And like, I don't know how to do that. What the hell? I don't know things. I'm just a little guy. Just a little guy doing my best. And then metal's just out here like, ooh, I shine. Like, oh, give me a break, dude. I reflect light. Come on, man. Grow up. I can't live like this. Just make my scroll bar less aggressive. It's metal texture. I don't like that. I was trying to see if I have any like fun textures. Oh, we can just put tree bark on it. There we go. Cool. I mean, that one's fun, but I don't know if that's the right one. Scratchy. Oh, let me just get some metal textures and just kind of cheat. I don't see it as cheating, but I don't think I have like a good metal texture. I mean, honestly, we could just like download a texture. That's fine. Let me see. Give me some free images. Metal texture. I don't think I'm gonna get the kind that I want from these sites, but it's an option. Oh yes, I can get a picture of a silver statue. Just put those lips on there. Yeah, and all the free image sites have like, they have a lot of really cool images, but finding specifically the one that you need for a specific thing is just a nightmare. Like, oh, we got all these great stock photos of everything. Except this thing that I want. Oh, but we do have this excellent image of tinfoil that we could try to do something with it. But like, oh wait, what? Oh, copy the image. Okay, it's just not letting me. Okay. Copy. What the fuck? Hello? Is it just not letting me copy it from there? Copy image. Paste. Okay. Yeah, I guess not. Okay, that's weird. Anyway, snip tool. Try to not copy that. There we go. Haha. See, I don't very much like this texture for what we're doing here. But this is just an example of like what they've got. So I'm probably not gonna use it. But that's what I'm looking at. Also, snipping it to the mask does not snip it to the or snipping it to this layer does not snip it to the mask. Or I guess no, we can just do this. Haha. Easy peasy. Honestly, you know, it actually doesn't look half bad. It's not my favorite, it's not what I want, but it doesn't look half bad. We'll continue our search. I just want something like subtle. Just like enough of a texture that it's there, but it doesn't like make up what I've drawn. I don't know, I think I need to use a different site. This one. I just wanna get some texture to this, but I don't have like the right brushes for a good texture. Or for a good metal texture in particular. Okay, Unsplash is doing me a little better. Just a little though. But it's giving me a lot more like grungy metal textures, like rusty ones, than it is like nice shiny ones. But I want a nice shiny one. Give me some like gold leaf, you know? I don't really know if they do that. If I look up specifically silver. That's like, again, with like the crumpled aluminum foil, that's like all they've got. Like crumpled tinfoil or like rusty industrial walls. Those are the options. Oh, but they do have iridescent glitter. We could just do an iridescent glitter. Oh, we need someone to make like a challenge where the badges, where the rewards are basically like 90s early 2000s style glitter gifts. And like if you were a Neopets kid like I was, you'll know exactly the style that I'm talking about. Oh man. Like all the glitter graphics. My goodness, they were so good. In fact, let me see if I can look some up. Oh, Sunny Neo. Let's let's go back and have a look, shall we? These don't fully embody the aesthetic in my opinion. They're just regular graphics that are like kind of glitterified. Like, you know, you hand me a badge like this and it's just like glittery. I'm all about it. I don't know. Reddit, do you have a better resource for me? You know, these are slightly better, like a little more aggressive with the glitter. It's very small. I can't like make it any bigger than this. But but if I could just get some of those, like give me those aggressively glittery graphics. Oh, where's a good one? Like the early 2000s charm is just not here. Hmm. I don't know. Last page? Maybe? Ah, just so uninspired. But no, they are very fun. I don't know, images. Oh, goodness. Alright, which one captures my eye? But I don't know. Okay, yeah, because my face is like over it. So it's gonna be a little hard to show. But oh, things like oh yeah, okay. It's fine, you're gonna see my little sketchbook here. But yeah, things like this. It's like this image and it's all glittering. Like, oh my god. Oh man. The fairies on Neopets were my everything when I was a kid. I like this rainbow fairy right here. Wife material. I love her. She's she is everything. Oh, now I'm looking at all this glitter gloss and Miley Cyrus guild on Neopets. Amazing. But anyway. Oh yeah, here we go. This one right here. That's peak. Just how glittery this thing is. Like all the rainbow colors, all the glitter. Give me some kind of challenge on World Anvil that has a glitter badge like this. And like make the whole theme glitter. I know Hanhula has like some kind of theme on World Anvil that's like eye-burningly rainbow. Like I think that's just like somewhere in her vault. We need to bring that to life. We need to bring that to life. We need to make it real. And we need a challenge about it. Just honestly, iconic. Iconic, beautiful. I'd love to see it. But here we are, back here again. I don't know. This one's a little less aggressive. Maybe theoretically. Oh, whoops, applying the mask. It does weird things. I don't know. Get this out of here. You know, honestly, not a horrendous pick. Not my favorite. Still not horrendous. This one's a little more like aggressive, and so kind of a fan. Like we can have the super subtle in the background. I say super subtle, I mean like 15% opacity. Maybe this one is like color dodge. Just make it like super aggressively bright in some spots. I don't think I need it. Oh, just like the slightest little hint of there being a metal texture there just makes me feel better. Like it doesn't add like a lot. Doesn't change too much, but it's fun. Okay. So we have that. I'm kind of like debating, like, do I want to make the wing this like metal texture, or do I just kind of want it to be really subtle? Because I'm thinking like the metal part of the badge will be like the only particularly shiny part, and then the rest of the badge will be pretty plain. I don't know. So I went through so many brushes, I just lost all the ones I was actually using. Habu. Some of this color back. So we could get some of this going on, some dimensionality. I don't know, like I really wanted everything to be flat colors, but now I'm like, ooh, some dimension in here. It looks pretty sick. We zoom out, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's looking pretty cute. So you know what? I don't want the rulers. Oh no, not the rulers. The rulers is the wrong one to turn off. I don't want the guides. Get those out of here. It's just throwing me off. Yeah, she's looking cute. I'm happy with how she's looking. You know, we're gonna need to do this a second time, but in a different color. Of course, we know this. But yeah, I don't know. You know, we're gonna have. I'll turn this off. We, of course, need to have our gold. What flavor of gold? Oh, there's a circle. It's fine. We'll make it work. We'll make it look good. Yeah, we'll just have to redo these colors. Oh, oops, I deleted the whole layer instead of clearing it. That's fine. Not super saturated. Just slide in here. Just get in here with some of this. So now it's like too bright. She is. Beginnings of gold. Ooh, best be, I've got some cleaning to do. Absolutely go do that cleaning. Hell yeah. I need to do that too. So, I wish you luck. And in doing so, I hope I have my own cleaning luck, because oh my god, I have so much to do. But yes, so this is going to be the beginnings of our gold badge. Honestly, the same texture kind of works for both. So we can just hold on to that. Oops. Like the gold better than the silver? I mean, that's ideal. That is ideal. Better to have the winner's badge be more attractive. But also, I don't know, the silver's like kind of not finished. I mean, neither of them are really finished, but we know. We kind of. I don't think I quite like the way I did that. But we're onto something here. Let's see. Just messing around at the moment. Maybe a little more saturation in here. It's kind of like dark shadows are a little bit too gray. Believe me, I'm a professional in the arts. We're just gonna veto a lot of what we just did. Because much like Mochi, I'm also not the professional metalsmith. We're just gonna figure it out as we go. Just gonna get a little bit of this. I need a sip. that down on my napkin. Hmm. We'll have to see, because like the whole badge isn't quite finished yet. Oh yes. Oh, I quite like the silver one. It does look nice. Yeah, I'm a fan. So we'll just kind of figure out what we want to do. We'll just make it happen. A little too beat up. Hmm. This is just like an exercise in me trying to decide what I like. That's too much detail. Cool. People are just sending messages. So many layers to mess around with. Okay. What am I looking for right now? This brush. Maybe not with that color. Maybe that color? I'm not sure. We're just doing some like super dramatic shading right now. We're just gonna like tone it down. a little dimension, if you will. And we made a new layer, so all of this is just going directly over everything that we made. So we have that going on. Okay. Maybe not green. Or maybe not like exact green. I'm just looking for something we can just illuminate this a little bit with. Not going too nuts. And with the mouse, it's always going to look horrendous because it's like the full concentrated force. Oops. You know what? No, we need... It's a little too strong. I did use a dark color because color dodge just kind of like destroys things. But if I just make it lighter. Hue saturation. So now it's just kind of deciding our angles and how we want things to be. How much overlap we want. We want it to be just like purely horizontal.
Refresh yourselves.
Let's come in here with the sippies. Hi, Reno. You got 2 sips from me. Shield looks really cool. Thank you. We're making a badge for our unofficial challenge that we just dropped on World Anvil. So I'm trying to make something nice so all my participants get something cute to work with. So like, I don't know, do I like it just like down the middle? I do think it looks nice that way. Of course, we also... There's just so many layers to switch off whenever I switch to gold. But no, I don't know, the gold one does look pretty hype. It does look pretty hype. I do like it. I do think I like it more than the silver. And I'm thinking, ooh, I kind of want the border around the shield to also be that same color, like the gold. It's just finding the proper way to grab it. Because currently it's like it's a stroke that's set to the edge of the shield. So just grabbing it on its own is gonna be really hard. What if I just copy this? You know, turn off everything. Turn off everything. Please. I have a lot of layers. I'm sorry. Okay, so I copied this shield. We're gonna rasterize it. We're gonna grab all this brown. Now there we go. Let me turn this back on. Turn that back on. Wham bam. There are all of our layers back. Bring this one all the way to the top. And we're just gonna give it a little bit of this. And now we have a gold outline. So there we go. Just gonna apply this mask real quick. So we want to do this for both. Actually, I can just make a new mask that's like this. Yeah. There we go. So if we just get everything in here to be gold. Oh, that's why, haha. So I know it's not the exact color that I had picked originally. It's actually this one. So now everything's in order. If we copy this, and we do the same thing for silver. Give me that. Bam. Okay, and so now all of that is on one layer. Yippee. We just need to get rid of this line here. Which actually, just grab that. From here, da, 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 da. Give me a solid brush. Do black. Now we just don't want this to be here. You know, if I just use my pen, I'll just make my life easier. Voila. But we need to do that on this layer too. Yippee. And now that's just less work for me. Now we just have fewer layers that we need to worry about turning on or off. Like we can just completely disable the circles and hammers down here. Now all of the gold and all of the silver is up here. So we'll just turn on the gold layers. Now I'm gonna have to replace mask, yes sir. So we unlock this. Now I just flip it over. And there we go. Now the texture's on like all of it. It's not as important down below, but it is there. It's a pretty little shield thing. Thank you. Yes, thank you. This is the badge for the unofficial challenge that I just put up on World Anvil. So everyone who participates is going to get, well, all the participants are going to get the silver version, which I still need to iron out a few issues with this one. But the winners will get the gold. Woohoo. And so yeah, this is just a little fun thing that I'm doing. I think all the detail in this is like what I don't like. So let's just replace these layer masks with the right ones. There we go. Fantastic. And so yeah, gold is nice, gold is fun. I don't know, I feel like I'm more of a silver person myself, just like on a personal aesthetics kind of level. But I do have a healthy appreciation for both. Actually, now that I did that, I should see. Oh yeah, this little section up here is looking a little not ideal. Let's see, it's okay. Just get a little bit of shine. She's just looking very, very shiny. I like emeralds. Ooh, I love emeralds. So 100% delicious. Which works better, taking a picture of a drawing or running it through a scanner? You know, that really depends. I I think for accuracy, if you want to like digitize an image, scanning it is usually the way to go. But scanners also really like to do this thing where they wash out colors and make them look pretty horrendous. So I think in most cases, we would actually photograph our work, like especially in like, I mean, you know, in art school and everything, most of our stuff was too big to scan anyway. So we would just photograph it all. And that's like, I think that's ideal. But if you're looking for like an accuracy kind of deal, like if you want to scan something to draw over it on the computer, that would make a lot more sense. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what your goal is. Yes. Oh, look how shiny this thing is. I'm trying to make real art. Yeah. We love some art in this house. I think I think this might be a little extreme. I think this color doesn't suit the gold, so we're just gonna hue shift that a little bit. Just like make it a separate layer. Maybe. Oh, you can just like make it a little like more pink. Well, this is where we started. Just warm it up a little. Is this what we had before? That's what we have now. It's very subtle, but I think it's like way better. Kind of washes out that yellow a little bit less. Alright. I'm wondering if we need like a ribbon for this, because like I kinda don't think that we need it. Go a little on the blue side. Just aesthetic preference. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like how much it like yellowifies the gold. Kind I like the more subtle approach. No, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Man, I have like groups of layers upon groups of layers, and so it's just getting a little wild. Don't mind me using my grandma's dinner napkins to wipe my nose. Had those for so long. Alright, so she's looking mighty cute. And I think that's the goal here. Okay, so if we just switch gears to silver. Yeah, making those layers made my life so much easier. But so now we have this one. And this one does have like the blue. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know, I kinda like I don't know, I kinda like it for both. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go over it anyway with like some more colors and some more shine. So we'll see how it goes. I feel like that's just my motto every time I say or do anything. It's just we'll see how it goes. I feel like we need these to be a little darker. I want more of this motif to shine through. Yeah, I like that. I like that more. We need to add more detail. Not detail. We need to add more like lighting elements to the silver. Yeah, so we just do a little bit of this. I'll just give it like some random gleams. Not like super random, but I know what I mean. That's the most common thought inside my brain. I'm just like, I'm explaining something. It's like, I know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, it's fine because I know what I mean. And so we'll get there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. No, that's not good. Like little dash of light, but I just kind of don't look right, whichever way I decide to go about it. If we go gold, sounds like pretty dang bright. And this one kind of doesn't have as much detail. How do I do that? Just have like a couple of these around. I'm gonna plagiarize my own work real quick. Don't mind me. We'll just see how I feel about it. It's like it's a little bit there. Oh, and actually, it's not even that dark on the gold one because I have these spots of light just cutting right through there. See how I feel about that. Not the best, not the worst. I also think that these just needed to be smaller. Don't mind me just crunching my neck. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop, but I don't know how. No idea. Anytime I feel any form of minor discomfort, I'm like, oh, let's just wring my neck around until it pops. Several times. Hopefully not painfully. No, who am I kidding? It's always a life or death situation. Okay. Yeah, she's looking cute. She's looking good. I just closed all of these. If I could just do like a tiniest little inner shadow. Just a little itty bitty thing there. Oh, my stomach is a grumbling. I guess I know where I'm going immediately after this stream. Directly to the nearest food source. That's that. It's just like a little bit. Something down here. Actually, hold on. Yeah, because like there's this tiniest little inner shadow right underneath there. Oops. Solid brush. You just paint it underneath. Oh, I need to get like the exact color. It's not on my swatches anymore. It's fine, we have the technology. Just open our CSS and take the color from it. There she goes. Perfect color. Perfect match. Match that down. And there we go. The suspicious inner shadow is now gone. There's just one missing pixel, is really what it was. So yippee. I feel like the silver is just like a little over designed. It's silver, we got gold, and these are just like the base. Like I like the way the gold looks. But I don't like the way the silver looks. I feel like gold is just so much easier to shade than silver. We're just gonna try to do this one more time. I don't know. Like my intention with these badges was to keep the colors pretty flat overall. So it would be nice if we could just redo this a little bit and just get some just like much simpler shading. Would be nice. Get in here as well. Do a little bit of that. Oops. Closing them at the wrong spots. That's the eraser. So I don't know. Like if we just simplified things a little bit. Start popping these light colors everywhere. Hmm. I'm thinking, using my brain. Select inverse. Delete these things. Again. What if I did the same? Just a little bit of a tiny teensy bit of a drop shadow or inner shadow. Opacity, smaller size. Defines things a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it makes things a lot simpler. You know, we had all this going on before, and it looks really cool, but it kind of escapes the original plan that I had for just keeping these a lot simpler. A lot simpler, nothing wild. Like the art style. The art style of my world is meant to be like super clean and simple. So I don't want to go too nuts with it. Oh, that's on the wrong layer. Goofing. So if we just lighten this up a little. Yeah. Just have things like that. There's our silver. Maybe if we do just like the tiniest little touch of silver here. Just like, just makes things a little weird. Just lighten it up slightly. Yeah. I'm more of a fan of that overall look. See, the gold one just looks good. Like, honestly, I think kind of just looks fine the way it is. So we have our silver, we have our gold. And honestly, it just kind of makes sense that the gold would just be cooler and more designed out. So yeah, I think that looks just fine. So now we're just gonna add a couple more, just like a couple details and fun things. You know what? Hold on. Give me this color code. We're just gonna like inject some color into this. Time for lunch. Gotta go. Both badges looking good. Thank you. You enjoy our lunch. Gosh, I'm so excited for you. Need me some food. That'll happen as soon as I finish up with these badges. Let's see. This color maybe. We'll just see how I feel about it. Let's kind of just add some colors. So we're just playing around with what filters we have. If we could add hue to it. The hue might be really nice if we put it like underneath. I'm not like 100% on the green. It does counterbalance the pink pretty well. It might be a little bit too light. I'll just hold on that thought for now. Maybe if I just get some more saturation in there, a little bit darker, we can try something. Just that bright green. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we'll just deep fry it. We'll just do one of these. Ooh. I think the green just kind of doesn't work out quite the way I want it to. Hello, computer? Delete. Thank you. It just wasn't going. Hitting the button and nothing was happening. But I do think the pink works. I like the pink on there. See, I'm wondering, like, do we ignore the text? But I'm wondering if we need like one of these. Delete mask. Okay, yeah. So I had those masked off. That was cool. It's like I don't know. I feel like it just kind of overlaps in a weird way. So if we do some kind of if we do put text on this in some way. I don't know if it needs text. Oh, Camp Feral. Guess who's coming back? Just you know what I like the placeholder. So we're just gonna keep a copy of that text. I could spell that right. Crafting creatures. Hello? Oh, why did you do that? I don't know, we're gonna find like a good way to do this. I don't know, the text at least looking like this I think is cute. I think I like that. But we just need to find a way to like mask it off and make it not, you know, impossible to see or read. But also I don't want to remove very much of like the wing from view. So I don't want to completely just mask off behind it, but at the same time like, what's the alternative? I don't know. I'm gonna go look for some examples of badges and how different styles are made to work. So I know like everyone does it differently. Ebelt didn't even put text on there, so I'm like, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I don't need any of that. Having the text there would just be really fun. Actually, what if? Hold on, I need to not have it selected like that. We do one of these. It'll be like impossible to read at small sizes. Yeah, we're not done just with that. Do a little bit of stroke. Oh, not inside, outside. Ooh, you know what? We have a formula. The Krabby Patty secret formula, if you will. See where we're going yet? Grab this. No, I don't want to grab. Oh my god, it doesn't let me color pick the brown. Because for some reason, the effects are just like blind. So yeah, we could do something like this. Crafting creatures. Get a little bit of this. A lot of this. And a little bit more of this. But like it clashes so much with the actual design, so I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. Like that's the it's the style of like the header and everything else. So, like, I don't know. Hmm. I'm thinking like, oh, maybe if I make it match the contents of the badge, maybe it'll work a little bit better. But man, I don't know. That's the hard part. Hmm. Oh, cause like the text on its own is really cute, but it doesn't quite suit the whole thing. Like I did try changing the colors a bit, but it just kind of made it weird. Just kind of made it strange. Mm. Concerning. The darkness. Oh my gosh, I'm trying my best. Like I am looking off onto my tiny screen, just making it work. And it's not working. It really is like the field of white that's making it weird, but if I change it from anything that's not, or if I change it from white, it just stops looking right. Just like stylistically, it just kind of washes itself out. Just put it on my chapstick so I can think better. Hmm. I don't know. I don't think. Hmm. Bear with me here. We're just trying something a little funny. What if I just put it down here? I still don't think it's quite right. Turn off all the effects and put it down here. That I'm actually not upset about. I actually like that. But maybe with some stroke so that if the background is white, which I don't really have available to me. No, paint bucket. So if we have a white background, it's still like there. I just don't know if it's like too small. Like too small, too subtle, not readable. Then again, I'm kind of okay with people not reading the text, because that's not the star of the show here. It's just not going to follow exactly this like line of curvature. Oh, this is kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm liking it more by the second. But I also recognize that it's a little bit flawed in its design. Hmm. So, white mode, dark mode. But still, I'm like, does it even need the text? I feel like I can live without it. Because like the badge is gonna link to the event regardless. So we don't really need words to tell us what we're looking at. Take the gear off of it? Why did that make the whole thing so much smaller? Let's see, now part of me is like, oh, what if we just didn't arch it and we just like put it on the side here? Oops. Like, what if we just ran it here? Because then it would just be part of the graphic and not just like a little tacked on side piece. So let's just reset this entirely. So that's what we've got at the moment. So yeah, part of me in my brain is like, ooh, I kind of want to make this text match like the metal, like the silver and the gold. Oh, I just moved my toolbar. Not ideal. Why are you so long? Questions I ask myself. Oh yeah, it looks pretty cute overall. Not gonna be too mad about it. Do some of this. We grab this. Remove this mask. Apply this one. And so now yes. I don't know, we're just we're cooking. We're cooking. We're gonna see if it works. We're gonna see what works and what doesn't. Badges! Yes indeed, it is badge time. At least we are doing our best to make sure that we actually find the design that we like. I'm just gonna see how things go. We're gonna see what we like, what we don't. For the time being, it's a lot of don't. Or maybe not a lot of don't, but it's just like, it's coming together. It's coming together bit by bit. I think I liked all of this before I actually started moving things. Let's go back up here. Maybe if I get rid of all these extra stroke layers. Give it a little inner shadow, just kind of match everything else. I need to rework that though, because that's gonna look a lot different. This text is way smaller. So we just need to make everything look nice and neat and good. And I'd like for it to match the silver as much as possible. I just grab this texture, put it over it, remove the layer mask. It's not 100% readable, but I think it's okay if that's the case. We can just pretend. Because this one now, this one needs to be this color. And you know, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. It looks pretty atrocious right now, but don't you worry. It's also got the wrong color for a multiply, and so that just makes it like infinitely worse. Put some orange in there. Still not perfect. Still not perfect, but it's okay. You know, the cooking process is really something, but you know, we'll make it work. The inner shadow might maybe need to be a little more subtle. Subtle. And maybe, perhaps, we do one of these all the way through. I don't think we need the dark. That just kind of makes it a little overwhelming. So definitely makes it shiny, but it definitely does not make it readable. A little tiny bit of unreadability is fine. It just can't be heinous. I don't want the text to be like a main feature of the design. I just kind of want it to be there. So if anyone decides to look at it really closely, they can be like, huh, crafting creatures. Okay, gotcha. That's what that's from. But otherwise, we don't need to worry about it too much. Just let it be there. Let it hang out. Hello, please open. Thank you. Got some outer glow. Maybe not that color. Some screen. I don't know if it's needed. No, we're gonna skip it. Probably. Probably. Theoretically, maybe. Potentially. I'll just yeah, because like if you zoom out, like what I'm doing right now, it kind of just fades into the shadow, which I like. I'm a fan of that. And if you zoom in, you're really like looking at it like, ah, yes, there is indeed text there off to the side. How curious, I wonder what it says. And bam, now you know. Crafting creatures. Actually, I'm wondering if, it's like it's pretty clear. Like the texture on top. I don't think the texture adds much. Oh man, I don't know. I kind of like that with its brightness. So if we get this silver one, what if we do the same thing? Yeah, I'll take that. We get the gold, we get the silver. Go back down and activate the silver. See, this kind of doesn't work necessarily. Too much texture coming through. Let's have to lighten it up manually. Yeah, there's our text. Anything on this layer? Nope. Nothing. Alright, let's get in here. Da, 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 da. Hmm. There goes my neck again. Oh, I think this is just like good the way it is. Hmm. I have this whole thing going on here. Okay. thinking I might try to separate a bunch of things. Here we have this gold. We have gold, silver. Turn this off. We have gold, silver. Bam, bam, easy peasy. We just need to work out a good way to get the text in there. Because these are many layers separated. So there's stuff underneath them that should remain underneath them, but I can't really scoot those down without moving everything around. So we'll have to work through that somehow. Some way, somehow. Yeah, that is that. Now if we have gold, bam. Put gold on top. Yeah, she's bright, warm, and beautiful. I'm a fan. You know what? It has been... Okay. I was gonna say, it's been a minute since I saved. And then I hit the save button and I watched it stall at 0% for like an uncomfortable length of time. I'm just sitting here like, no. That's why I stopped mid-sentence. I'm like, if I say anything else, it's just going to crash. Oh, man. Being an artist is stressful. That's all it is. It's just stress. Stress killing me night and day. Those are song lyrics, not my reality. Although it is a little bit of my reality, it's also just a song that I really like. Pardon me, Squiddy. Squilliam Fancy Son had to take over stream for just a moment, but don't you worry, I'm back. So let's get this. Okay, I have everything like grouped up, so now it's really easy to toggle between the two, so I don't think we need to like go through everything. I installed new Windows update, all my art programs started crashing. Oh no. Well, hopefully I don't have to update for a while. Hopefully. One can dream. I don't typically update my computer unless it's telling me that I physically have to. So hopefully I don't encounter that issue. Computer slows to a crawl until I do, oh goodness. Do you have like an older computer? Is that why it does that? I feel like that's just something they do. 5 years? Okay, okay. Not too bad. See, I need a new PC before too long. Yeah, I don't know. It was always a little bit sketchy from like the day that I got it. I think I've had this thing for like 2 years at this point. Maybe? I don't know. Time is weird. Time is so strange. But I think I've had this one for like 2 years. And it was a pre-built that I bought off Newegg. And so like, you know, it was fine. Like it runs well, like, it runs all my games and everything pretty nice. Like I can stream off of it and I'm not like blowing up my computer. But it always had some like really weird goofs with startup. Like things were just a little bit strange. And And then like last year, out of nowhere, it just decided like, hey, we don't have Windows anymore. I'm like, why not? What do you mean? Um, and so, you know, we reinstalled Windows and everything, and it's just been like peculiar ever since. So I'm thinking a new PC would be pretty nice. Um, Maybe we'll make that a goal for this year. Like, I'd like to build a PC. I would like to do that for like the first time in my life. And you know, I have friends who build PCs and they're like, oh, it's not so bad. But like something that does better with 3D. Oh yeah, I feel like a newer machine would just do that and more. And maybe I think maybe theoretically the price of graphics cards is no longer absolutely batshit anymore. So you can get like a pretty decent PC these days for not a crazy amount of money. And so that might be like an end of year goal if I'm able to kind of do well with my finances and like save up. Because oh boy, I need to not spend as much money as I have been lately. So things just get weird. Things are weird and strange. Money is hard. Money difficult. Whew. Oh, what is that there? Part of me is wondering if I should add like lines to this. Like it might be nice, but these lines are pretty horrendous because I guess there's just stuff on this layer that little dots and things and the lines aren't perfect. Yeah, I don't know. So I was thinking maybe some lines would do some good, but I like the flat. The flat looks good. Part of me, oh man, I don't know. I was kind of also thinking like, what if I drew this, you know, in that art style? But or when I say that art style, I mean this art style with like, you know, you got like the lines, like everything's kind of like cleanly outlined and everything like that. Um, no, I don't know. It's a badge. It's fun. It's not necessarily in my world. It's just inspired by it. So I think it'll be fine if I just keep it the way that it is. Oh yeah, you're building a PC too, C. Johanna. That's pretty sick. I stumbled on my words there as I often do. Okay. So I don't know. Like I'm pretty content with this. We got silver. To avoid making another group for all this, we're just gonna do some more stuff. Oh, I kind of want to find some like sparkle, a nice little sparkle brush because I don't know, I got onto like the glitter thing. Oh, done with taxes won't be enough in return to build a new PC. All boo. Yeah, my $12 that I got back certainly wasn't enough. Certainly would not buy me a PC. But we can dream. We can try to stretch that $12 and just see how far it'll get us. Estimation's about 600, which is not much. That's fair. Yeah, like I got basically nothing back this year, which I know is like a good thing technically, but I don't know. I liked my little treat money at the end of the year. Um I don't know. I was so spoiled off of the like pandemic tax return. 'Cause that thing was nuts. Cuz I was getting the unemployment for that and I had them take like 10 bajillion percent of my of my unemployment as taxes. So when my tax return came back, they were like, "Hey, we took way too much money from you." I'm like, "Sick." That's pretty awesome. Look at all this money that I just got back. But it was like, all that means is that you were given the government money for free. I don't know. It was nice to get nuts of money. Not like this year where I got $12. I was hoping for a little bit more, but what can you do? Yeah, I'm just looking for something good, something just like a fun texture that I can use for like a shine, something gleamy. I have a lot of fun like spatter brushes and everything else. We could do we could do one of these. A little flourish. The return is over 500. I can buy a new mattress, which is nice. Oh heck yeah. I would recommend not talking about tax evasion in a public forum. Just saying, might not be ideal. I'm not a cop, but you don't know who's listening. Oh, this cute little nebula effect could be fun to play with. I like the little. Okay, we just need to get down to the pixels. There we go. Still not perfect, but it works. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this little detail, but it's gonna be there. At least until I decide whether or not I like it. Delete, please. Oh, I don't think I like it. Getting deleted there. Just do one of these. Oops. Keep grabbing the wrong thing. Stop it. Yippee. You know, I like the way that it looks on the bottom, but not on the top. Well, please close. Thank you. No, just I don't think that fits. It's a little dusty. Oh, she's a little splotchy. It's fun. Hmm. Get some kind of effect. No, this one's kind of. I kind of like the way this one's looking. Well, hmm. This all this detail work is gonna be the hard part. It's gonna be the weird awkward part where it's just me repeating the same action with a different brush for the next like half hour. Just fun details. I'm just trying to see if I can make something like fun and colorful happen. And like if I scatter around a bunch of colors like this, it'll look kind of like holographic. And that's a really fun idea. You know, because like if we get all the colors, that's like what it starts to look like. Um, gonna go look and see some examples. So I can kind of nail the effect. See, this is an example of me doing too much. What are you trying? Something's making noises. Oh. Is that the Dumbo octopus? Or the vampire squid? My bad. That one. I saw the little flappies. That's a fun one. Oh. Don't mind me real quick. Interesting. There's just a fly on my floor freaking out. Kind of itself to make it known before I ever saw it. I'm just sitting here and I hear bzz, bzz. I was starting to wonder if there was like some electrical issue. All right. Anyway, back to doing what we're doing. The PC buzzing, yeah, that was what I was worried about. I was like, better not be my fucking PC, as we were just talking about having PC issues. Oh goodness. But yeah, so that thing kind of resolved itself, I guess. Actually, that's not true. I squished it, but still. Brush. Oh, I'm wondering, like, do I keep this fun little rainbow effect? Like, it is cute, but again, we're back on that same topic of like, does it fit the theme? Is it what we want? Is that what we're trying to do? Just blur it out. Just blur it out to the point where we can't even see that it's there. Hmm. Oh, it's a fun thought. Like, we could keep a very, very, very subtle, very tiny version of it. I don't know. Got the idea. Seems fun. It's kind of cute. I kind of want to save like the fanfare and super sparkles for gold. I don't even know if I don't know if it needs it. Oh, we'll do the same thing here. Just make it just make it like a little holographic kind of. Just progressively like color grade it down to tones. I think I went like overkill on the density. And so it's just not gonna look as good at the bottom. It's just it's a concept, you know? That's all it is. So if we start with the red up here. Go down to yellow. To green. To blue. Purple. I don't know. It's very distracting and fun, but I don't know, I'm just playing around at this point. Oh my god, imagine just this. It's a little rainbowy. Oh, but again, I'm doing that thing. It's like I'm doing a bunch of stuff that I'm probably just not even gonna keep. Especially since I'm like not locking this like to the layer directly, so it's just gonna look all over the place. You know, like what if we what if we just did this? I would need I would need like another tier of badge to make rainbow iridescent. But see, now that I turned off the rainbow layer, I'm like, gosh, this just lacks color. There's not much to it. I'm a bad influence to myself. So I think like some subtle sparkles like this might be a-okay. So we can just have this like little subtle. It's not like subtle. It's just like a tiniest little hint of sparklage. Okay, that's the way we'll do this. You can mask it off by just grabbing the shield. So now there we go. I think that's pretty solid. And so we're just gonna do. I want to say that we'll do something vaguely similar for the silver part. It just won't be quite as much. Do the color nudge. Little tiny bit of sparkle. Just an itty bitty amount. See, I just feel like silver doesn't need it as much. It's kind of just not supposed to have much fanfare to it. Yeah, we'll just do like that one little swoosh. And then that'll be it. I don't know, I think she looks really cute. I'm really happy with this badge. So we got the silver. And then we got the gold. Heck yeah, okay, I'm happy. I'm happy with this. Let's just go back. We'll export the whole thing. Maybe we'll go a little bit larger. Just so there's not a lot of awkward white space. We got some, we'll have some pixels up top. Yeah, she looks good. Well, actually, hold up. I've goofed something. These did not become. Those didn't. I think it's because I unlocked that texture. I think that's literally it. Okay. With that done. Oh yeah, because now. Yeah, now it doesn't have that problem. That's all. That's all it was. Perfect. Now we export. Export PNG. Badge. Crafting creatures. Creatures. Creators. Just going absolutely nuts with the naming conventions for organization's sake. Some gold. Silver. Ignore the words coming out of my mouth. They did not line up with anything I just did. Creatures 2024. Gold. Alright. We save the whole file, because things like to break. Okay, let's go on back to the World Anvil. Go to our images. Image imports. You know what? I can switch over my screen while we work on this. Bam. All right, like I need to do this quick. My stomach is telling me that it is very angry at me. So there they are. There are our 2 badges. So let's just pretty these up a little bit. Artist line. This name is just gonna be so long. Crafting creatures participant badge. Yippee! And I'll grab the second one too. Actually, there we go. We'll do that up there. Myself as artiste. Okay. And so, where are we? This is not where we want to be. Go back to the world. I need to not listen to myself because my stream is on this page. I do that every single time and it like catches me off guard every single time. I need to edit this. Sections, are you in the sidebar? No. Footer. This one, and this one. Oh, and I need to provide people with the BB code. That's important. We'll figure that out after we get the images in the article. Let's just see what they look like. Let's see what the artist credits look like, because that's a little extreme. But yeah, there they are. There they be. They kind of, yeah, they don't fully match with the style of the CSS, but it's fine. It's all good. They're shiny and fun. Wahoo! Yippee! Alright, so let's just let's get these, get some BB code in there. Fantastic. refresh. Maybe we'll center that. Maybe. You know what, I'll put that underneath. Put that under the images. I think that'll make a little bit more sense. Yeah. I think that makes more sense. Because I'm extra, what if I put it into like a small container? Yeah, like if I get this little green boy. Use this BB code. Fantastic. So yeah, they look good. I'm pretty pleased with how these came out. I don't like how it's like how the sidebar is starting to get longer than everything up here. We'll have to find something to fill that space back in. More questions, more fluff. Something. I don't know. Because like the thing is, I want to separate this header from the box a little bit more too, and that would only increase the length of the sidebar. I think I might just go without the box. Might just skip that whole deal. That way it's still kinda like that. Hold on. I like a whole thing for this. I guess it could be a container instead of a section. Grab that. Paste. Get that out of here. I'm gonna keep that there too. It looks pretty solid. But the fact that I did it in this style, maybe I will put it back up here. Above the images. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's just like a little addition to the text that was already there, and the gap now here is not quite so bad. Pretty good to me. Pretty solid. Pretty sick. Let's close this. Fantastic. I feel like I've been sitting like a shrimp this whole time. Ooh. I started to stretch and my body was like, don't do that. Just ooh. My elbows didn't like that motion. It's like, hey man, you've been sitting here like a T-Rex for the past few hours. If you try to extend your arms, we will just fall off. Like, alright, thank you. I appreciate you, human body, for being a functioning, well-oiled machine. I still need you. Yeah, I kind of need my arms to function as well. That would be pretty nice, in fact, if they functioned. Ooh. I'm too long for my own good, so my muscles don't know how to do that. Alright, there we go. We got our stretch in. Ooh. That's what I get for being hunched over my tablet all day. Alright. She's situated. Our challenge is officially... She's good. And I'm looking at these badges now, like, I could definitely tweak these a little bit. I can see I can see some issues. But it's fine. It's fine. We're not gonna worry about that right now. What we're gonna worry about right now is dinner. That'll be pretty nice. We time traveled from breakfast to dinner. And by time traveled from breakfast, I mean I didn't have breakfast. So we're gonna go remedy that here momentarily. I'm gonna bring my face back so I can do some stuff. So I can look for, well, in fact, so I can look for someone to go raid. Hoo. Let's see, who's doing stuff right now? Who's being cool on the internet? You know what? CB. CB is doing their affiliate anniversary fundathon. And we love CB in this house. We are CB stans in this house. So we're gonna go raid CB. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. This was really great. I'm glad we could get these badges done for our unofficial challenge. I'm so excited about it. And Moobot did just recently send the link to that, so if you want to go check out the challenge, please do. If you're watching and you're like, what the heck is a challenge? Well, have you heard of World Anvil? It's a cool, hip, new platform. Well, I say it's new, but I've been on there for like 6 years. It's this hip new platform for world builders where you can world build, track your world building, organize it, and share it with a bunch of other really cool nerds. And that is the platform upon which my challenge is hosted. So I'm just gonna... Ooh, that's not the right one. So, in case you missed it, there she is. There's the link to our challenge. Heck yeah. And if you're one of those people who doesn't even know what World Anvil is, go check it out. Because I know we have like a lot of people hanging out in here. I don't know how many of you still stuck around from the World Anvil raid, or if you're, wanderers coming in and out. But thank you, I appreciate you. Especially if you hung out from the raid. Oh my gosh, that was forever ago. I appreciate you. But yeah, we will, when will I be back? Next week? Next week. Next week on Friday. Because tomorrow's Sunday, I don't stream on Sunday anymore. Yeah. We'll be back Friday. We'll be doing something fun. Maybe we'll do some more world building or some, I don't know, some gaming. Have a real certified gamer moment. But anyway, we are going to go hang out with CB. That's where I shall send you today. If I can just find CB on this list. CB Doodles. CB Doodles is a real one. They're an artist and a gamer. They're playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. It's a game that I really need to get back into. So we're gonna get this raid started. Go tell CB that you love them and that they're really cool. Probably like the coolest person on this planet. And yeah, our raid shout. However you would prefer to deliver this message, but bird raid. Bird raid is what we shout when we enter this space, to let CB know who exactly sent you. and what goofy adventures we're about to have. But again, wonderful. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate your faces. And yeah, good luck with all of the challenges that are going on this month. Yes, have a good one. You have a good one too. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Psych, I didn't do my outro. Everybody, I implore you all, grab your sippies. Grab them, hold them in your hands, grab your sippies, go world build. Go do what makes you happy and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I will see you on Friday. Now goodbye.